What's up, buttercups? Welcome back to my channel. This is new because you're not seeing my face, but I think this is the easiest and smoothest way to do my coffee mug tour. My husband and I finally got these up, and then actually this is the majority of them, and then there's two over here. Ooh, yes, but we'll get to those soon. I apologize in advance if there is weird cuts and stuff. I am not used to filming this way. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so I know a lot of people see my mugs when I'm drinking them and when they're on my shelves, my bookshelf, but now they have their own place. And the first one we're going to the very top and down. Oh, that blurred. I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay, top down, left to right. The first one is Meteor Crater in Arizona. That was really cool. That was part of my husband and I's U.S. road trip, which happened in early 2020. Yes. That happened. We started in January 2020, and then we got to where we are now in, what was it, like March 1st or something, and then we were stuck in a hotel. But great memories. I don't have a mug from the hotel, but you're gonna see a lot of these mugs from that road trip, just letting you know. So yeah, the first one was Meteor Crater. I mean, not the first one that we went to on the road trip, of course, because that's in Arizona. But I wanted to have like the southwest-ish, southwest up there. So that's Meteor Crater, and then Anderson's, that's in California, and they're famous for their ham and peas soup. So we went there on the road trip after visiting my husband's parents in California. And then the top one is Las Vegas, though I've never used it because it's so big, and that was the only option that I liked. But I don't know, maybe I should have looked harder, because you can't use that Las Vegas one. I'm gonna tell yourself right now. Like, maybe for soup, but I don't really eat soup all that much. So it's just chilling at the top. Now in the middle, we have the himself and herself, and I forgot where we got that from on the road trip, but it was a Celtic themed shop. It was probably on the East Coast, because I've never seen it in the Midwest or on the West Coast or Southwest or anything like that. Those kind of shops are unique to the East Coast of the United States because there's a lot of Irish people there. This looks like, you know, just a orange mug, but oh, look at that cute little fox. This wasn't from the road trip. My friend Erica bought that for me, and going down the third shelf, my husband bought that. That's another big one, like for soup and stuff, but it's cute. Stop in the, oh wait, what did I say? It's stop in for a spell. I cannot read even italics. Jeez, okay. Where did I get that? I think it was from another Irish store on the East Coast on the road trip. I love the artwork. Love that. And so next is No More Caffeine for You, and this kind of starts a little bit of my Disney collection. I love Stitch. My husband and I just recently watched Lilo and Stitch, and he also loved Stitch, and he finally understood the concept of No More Caffeine for You, because there is a point to that quote. It's in the movie. Down below, I have Marie from the Aristocats and Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Those I bought when I was in Disney World a long time ago. And then Sally, my college friends, they bought that Sally mug for me. And though we've lost touch, I still really remember our friendship fondly. And then we're going up here again. We have, this is my Christmas movie watching mug, and it's related to Christmas Vacation. Oh, okay, well, I blanked there. Yes, that's that reference mug. And then, oh, for fox sakes, obviously. And then my husband bought me that mug in the middle with the little kitty cat, even though kitty cats, lots of cats, even though he can't have cats because he's deathly allergic. So I really like cats, but you know, at least he can have dogs if because he's not allergic to dogs. We don't have a dog yet. We're thinking about it. But as close as one can get me, cats in a library, that's what we got. Now we have a lot of red mugs, and this one is I've been naughty, so what? I'm so original with my mugs sometimes. And now, who do I trust? Me. That's who. Tony Montana. Put an Italian accent on it and it sounds right. Okay, that's fine. That was from the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. That was a great museum. If you ever go to Las Vegas, go to the Mob Museum. It's fantastic. Terps. Now, that is actually a mug that I got in a college because I went to University of Maryland, and the what is it, like a terrapin turtle, whatever. I don't even remember. Obviously I was not into sports or anything like that, but this was the first ever mug of my collection. Now we're at the handcrafted mugs on the bottom. I love to see it. And then the white mugs my husband bought me years ago. Please do not annoy the writer. She may put you in a book and kill you. And I don't do it that often. Okay. And now in the middle, drink some coffee and mind your own business. That's my mug that you can buy. And then we have a Maryland mug with the crab because I'm from Maryland. Yay. Well, these two mugs, the Maryland mug and then the Terps, that's my Maryland pride right there. I'm sure there's a very specific term. I don't remember the term, but they're handcrafted, ceramic. None of them are the same because they are custom made. So I just really love the Gettysburg one. This was the first ever one I got. Love this one. The Kansas City, Missouri one, that is specifically for the Historical World War I Museum and Memorial. And that was on the road trip. This, we actually went to Gettysburg for like a week because why not? When my husband and I were living in Virginia. And now my all-time favorite one is the Colonial Williamsburg one. You see it often, or somewhat often, whenever I have my tea or coffee as I'm doing videos. I love to see it. Now at the top, this is all of Missouri. It's only because my husband has traveled twice to Missouri for work, and then the moonshine we bought when we went through Missouri, and it was a cute little shop. This middle one, well, not really middle, the second one, we've got Seattle, Galway Bay Irish Pub, and Funko Pop headquarters is in Everett, Washington, everyone. And then the best ever Irish pub. Okay, you can go to Seattle and find a good Irish pub. That's Kel's Irish Pub. But where I'm at, that's a very, very long drive up to Seattle. And that's a Seattle, the Space Needle thing. So the kind of sort of closest, which is not even that close, is the Galway Bay Irish Pub. And that's a legit Irish pub. There were some people that were saying, oh, this and this pub and that pub and over there's an Irish pub. I go in, bitch, it's not an Irish pub, okay? No. They didn't have Guinness on tap. They did not have the Darkwood Cherry. They don't have a stage for music. It's a sports bar all of the time. Other than the Galway Bay and the Kel's Irish Pub in Seattle. Those are the two that I found that are legit. Don't at me in the comments, people from Washington. Y'all don't know what an Irish pub is. Anyway, we also have another set of Washington mugs. This is the Northwest Carriage Museum in Raymond. Then we have Sharky's, which is really famous at Ocean Shores, and then Samara coffee. I might have said that wrong. It's a small business. That also is like a really big mug that I don't really drink out of. I need to stop getting big mugs. Now, this section right here, it is all about Halloween, babes, of course. And these two right here, love these. These are, you know, these handcrafted ceramic dip custom. Love to see it. Mugs. And then the Witch Please one, that's from Target. That was only $5. Up at the top here, oh, why did I say that? I was never here. I wish I was never here, I guess. I was never here. It was from the Spy Museum in Washington, D.C. Absolutely amazing. You need to get to that if you can. And then the middle one is New Mexico, Santa Fe. And then that one over here, love this one. That is the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. Now that one is very shiny. You get to see my messy office. It's a cauldron from Target. I'm sorry, Target. $5. Love Bug, and then the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. Oh yeah, that's another Seattle one. You know what? If you go up there, just get all the things done because I'm not near there. So we went to a lot of stuff. Love Bug, that was my nickname from when I was younger, from my mom. So she found a Love Bug mug, and of course she got it for me. The last set in this big lineup, of course, the Fox mug, of course. And then Life is Sweet on Chocolate Avenue. That's the Hershey Story in Pennsylvania. Absolutely adored that place. And then the Route 66. That's a big ass mug that I have never used. But it's the famous Route 66. I needed to get a Route 66 one. And then down here, now the Dublin one, that is actually from Dublin, Ireland. It is, oh, how old is it? It's from 2011. I went with my ex. We weren't exes at the time, but he took me to Dublin, Ireland for 2 days and 2 nights. And actually, no, that's the oldest, not the Terps. This is the Dublin mug is the oldest, and then the Terps is the second oldest. And now these two Japanese cups, not really mugs, or maybe they are considered mugs, I'm not sure. But these are from one of the Japanese gardens in Portland, Oregon. Loved it. And I think it was just like 2 for $20. Amazing deal. I just really love that type of artwork. And my husband used to live in Japan when he was younger, so he is kind of obsessed with these cups as well. Now we're gonna just scan on over. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, the mugs up here. We've got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Long Live Rock. The Route 66, that one, the handle is kind of broken, so you can't even use it, but I kind of ran out of mugs, which is surprising. Back in the day, I used to have no room, but a couple mugs broke when we've moved so much. So I didn't want to have an empty space, so my husband was like, okay, take this mug. We realized it was broken not too long ago because he was trying to use it and I was like, what's squeaking? Yeah. Okay. And then End Bloodlines, that's Zero Foxtrot. I think that might be the full name. It's also my husband's. Oh yeah, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that was from the road trip as well. Love that. Learned so much. It was worth it. Colorado, that one is for sure from the road trip. Loved Colorado. Out of My Mind, Back in 5 Minutes, that was a gift from my husband, and yes, that's accurate. And then Tears of My Enemies, that was a gift from one of our neighbors from the rental house that we're no longer at, and she saw it online. She's like, oh, I'm gonna get this for his Christmas present. It's just kind of funny. So those are my mugs. I do have 2 other ones downstairs that I drink from. One of them is just like a white mug that has a library. So my husband got this one, and then it's like the same. It's a white mug, but with, I don't think it has cats. It's just a white mug, library. And then I forget what the other one is. I don't even remember. Obviously, it's not that suited to my brain. Kind of boring, I guess. But that's fine. That's fine. So thank you so much for joining me today in my mug collection tour. I will see you in the next video, and drink some coffee or tea as an inspiration to this video. Bye bye.